I start seeing a lot of traction. Like I can now very openly was comfortable speaking about period care.
Okay, so if you want to compare the awareness from the period when you started in this segment till this date, and since you are worked in a Western market as well, so what do you think? So from those year, if you look at the positive sign from the outside, not being into the health and wellness industry, I know for the fact that a lot of people started accepting it's no more that. But what's your thought working in depth into this industry? If you want to compare from back those years to this till this period.
I am pleasantly surprised that there is a tremendous amount of growth. Tremendous amount of growth now that like there are a lot of schemes running by the government of India for supporting
Hmm.
better period care, menstrual health management, plus I start seeing a lot of traction. Like I can now very openly, I'm not sure if I was comfortable speaking about period care to, like, not with my parents. My parents, friends, and family is fine. But then if I sit across in a room and talk about periods, people used to, like, raise their eyebrows that why is this woman
Hmm.
talking about periods? But that thing has changed. People have started accepting it, or maybe my brain has become slightly more accepting to the fact that there might be some folks who will feel uncomfortable, and I have to choose words more carefully. So it could be either way. But but there is a growth, there is a lot of growth, there is a lot of growth even when we speak to our resellers and vendors who are from tier B, tier C cities. They are super excited about launching period care products in their cities. Cities
Wow.
like Salem, cities like Jodhpur. So there are so many for like Chhattisgarh, all
Hmm.
over the country. People are talking about it. I'm very happy and delighted about it.
Amazing. I can feel the sense of inspiration that is coming from your end, even virtually. But let's go deep about Lemmy B. Like, so what is your marketing strategy? How you penetrated the market? What about the awareness strategies? What was your strategies? What are the campaigns you have done? I know that not going online, offline, it's going to bring much more traction as a business. But so, what was your strategy from initial 1 year till this date?
Well, our strategy was very straightforward. We wanted to be bold because that is one thing which we did not want to take away from a name like Lemmy
Hmm.
B. It's a pretty bold statement. It is a very self-explanatory feeling which says that, hey, just let me be, periods, just let me be. It is a very
Yeah.
straightforward statement. In fact, the first interesting marketing strategy got formulated by professors and students at NIFT Hyderabad, because
Hmm.
when we were deciding on the name Lemmy B, so this is a new product which we are going to launch. So when we were
Wow.
deciding on the name Lemmy B, we were doing some research on what a brand should be called, where there is so much of stigma, so much of taboo, so much of hush hush. Also, there's so much of clutter because there are a lot of blues and greens and whites out there. How do we stand out? So they came up with a name. Like we did a competition in NIFT Hyderabad, and they came up with the name Lemmy B. So it is
Wow.
absolutely their concept. And also we also did another competition in NIFT Hyderabad, where we created multiple range of packaging design like plan, and we run it past them, and we the one which got accepted was rainbow colors, because the idea is that the brand Let Me Be is a inclusive brand. So being inclusive means we want to incorporate a need for every menstruator. Like they should feel like every menstruator out there, be it a petite girl, or be it a oversized person, or be it a non-binary trans
Hmm.
folk, anybody or somebody, a woman going through menopause, or a woman after a childbirth. There are
Hmm.
so many such scenarios. We are trying to cover each and every scenario. We are trying to cover each and every pain point. each and every problem statement, there are like these micro problem statement. Nothing is like out of the box, out of the world, but we are trying to solve these micro problem statement, and that is what has created our entire marketing strategy. So based on simple user journeys, based on simple pain points, um, we created this structure where we are sass, a lot of boldness, lot of bright colors, lot of inclusive conversation, lot of open conversation, because absolutely say no to hush hush. And so yeah, and one of our campaign which stood out was a my period story, and
Hmm.
this campaign showed real blood. So we chose five different models from five different backgrounds, from five different orientation, and we ask them to project what they feel about themselves during their period. So someone was more into, taking care of their body and self care.
Hmm.
Someone is like, I want to work out during period, and I want to, run and get rid of this extra bulge which I feel during my period. Someone is like, one of them, she is like, I just sleep during my period. So
Yeah.
we use their journeys and created this my period story, where some one of the school girl there, she expressed like her character was about how she feels this real uncomfortable feeling when she's on a periods and in school.
Yeah.
So this was, of course, it was like a representation of their stories, but it was a great one of it kind my period story, where we showed real blood and real, I mean, some real women.